Hello, fellow coders. So today in this session, we are going to perform DOS attack and DDoS attack using LOIC system, which is our low orbit ion cannon tool. Along with that, we are also going to see ping of death commands. So before starting, I need to give a disclaimer that this demonstration is only for educational purposes, and performing any kind of attack onto a person's website or an IP without their permission is illegal and can lead to negative consequences. So please avoid that. And now let's begin. So we'll start off by learning what is DOS attack. So DOS attack is a denial of service attack, which is a type of cyber attack in which a malicious actor aims to render a computer or other device unavailable to its intended user by interrupting the device's normal functioning. DOS attacks typically function by overwhelming or flooding a targeted machine with the request until normal traffic is unable to be processed, resulting in denial of service to additional users. A DOS attack is characterized by using a single computer. So that we should need to keep in mind that single computer is used to launch the attack. Whereas in a distributed denial of service attack, it's a type of DOS attack that comes from many distributed sources, such as botnet DDoS attack. The primary focus of DOS attack is to oversaturate the capacity of a targeted machine, resulting in denial of service to additional requests. The multiple attack vectors of DOS attacks can be grouped by these similarities. And we'll use LOIC, as I stated previously, LOIC for this purpose of performing the DOS or DDoS attack. Let me share my screen and show you how DOS and DDoS attack works. So first we'll see DOS attack. So in DOS attack, what happens is the malicious actor from his system will perform attack onto another system by sending requests again and again. So what will happen is the server will get full and it won't be able to accept any more requests from another system. Like if another user, which is a legitimate user, is trying to access this user, then that communication won't happen, as the server is already overwhelmed by the attacker's system. So yeah, this is DDoS. This is DOS attack. Now we'll see DDoS attack. So in DDoS attack, there are multiple attacking systems attached in a group, or not in a group, but they perform attack from different systems repetitively, which leads to overwhelming the system, and then again the legitimate user won't be able to access the system. So the difference between DOS and DDoS attack is that in DOS attack, only a single user is performing an attack, whereas in DDoS, multiple users or multiple bodies or multiple systems are used for performing the attack. So yes, now we'll move ahead and see what's LOIC. So LOIC is low orbit ion cannon, is a widely available open source application developed by Pratox technology used for network stress testing, as well as denial of service DOS attack and distributed denial of service DDoS attack, as we discussed earlier. JS LOIC, a JavaScript version of the application, and the web-based low orbit web cannon have also been released. DDoS penetrators use LOIC to flood the target system with junk TCP, UDP, and HTTP GET requests. However, a single LOIC user is unable to generate enough requests to significantly impact a target. For an attack to succeed, thousands of users must coordinate simultaneously direct direct traffic to the same network. Now we'll see the installation of LOIC, how it's done. For that, I'll just share my screen. So yes, here we'll type loic.exe onto our browser, and we'll get first link for 4GNet, where we'll go and click on download malware detection, download the file, but it won't download onto my Google as uh, as it might contain malware. So, and even if I click here on continue to download at own risk, it won't download, as we can see that. Yes, so Google, so it's written Chrome has blocked as it's dangerous. So we'll discard it and we'll move on to our Linux-based system where we can easily install it. So we'll see how. Come onto my Parrot system, where I'll just open my browser, Firefox browser. Here I'll type hello. Okay. loic.exe. And when we press enter, we come onto the same site, sourceforge.net. We click on LOIC download. We click on download malware. Download even if the malware is detected. When we click on download, the file will surely download onto our Linux system, as I have already installed, which I'll open here. When we come to my downloads, we get this LOIC zip file. So what we'll do is we'll just open it and extract it in downloads itself. So here is my file, but to install it onto my system, I need to get Mono development also installed along with it. So what I'll do is I'll open my terminal. Now we'll download Mono development for further extracting our LOIC file, for which we'll do sudo apt install sudo apt install mono / complete. It will download all the packages. We press enter. Then we press Y to say yes. Then our download will resume and it will take a few minutes and it will get downloaded onto our system. So Mono development will be downloaded. So now we are done with our Mono develop. We'll press Ctrl L to get back to our fresh screen. Now what we'll do is we'll check if Mono is downloaded properly. So it's check Mono version and press enter. It will define the function, and for seeing the functionalities provided with Mono, we just select Mono and it will print all the functionality that are provided along with it. Now for launching our LOIC system, we'll just type. Initially what we are supposed to do is we need to go into the directory. So as we have our LOIC in our downloads, so we'll first go in downloads and we'll check that loic.exe exists in our downloads. So we'll move ahead and type mono loic.exe and press enter. It will open our low orbit ion cannon. So now what we'll do is we'll move ahead and to perform the DOS attack onto a particular URL, which I already took permission from the owner before performing the attack. So let's begin. We'll type in the URL, which is okay, let me just open first the website onto my system. Yes, so it's opening the website now. Till then, we'll copy the URL and paste it onto our terminal. Not terminal, our low orbit ion cannon. So after we paste it, and we'll click on lock on, and after clicking on lock on, its IP will be sensed and printed onto the target board. Now, what we'll do is we'll designate if we wish to perform a TCP, UDP, or a HTTP attack, as we can see here. So the TCP and UDP ports send messages, packets, or string to the selected ports on the target, whereas HTTP sends an endless body of GET request. Once launched, the UIC opens multiple connections requests for the target server. It sends a continuous series of packets to the server so as to overwhelm the server, and it won't be able to respond to the legitimate user. So I am going to opt for UDP, as TCP goes with three-way handshake, which can alert the firewalls onto the website. Therefore, I will opt for UDP and see how it goes. So now we'll first see the website is running just fine from here. Yeah, it opened in just few seconds. Now we'll open our low orbit ion cannon. Now, and one more functionality, we need to select the threads or the number of packets which we need to send. So let's make it 100 or let's make it 1,000. And now we'll click on the button to perform the flooding. So here we can see the requests that are being put forward to the website. So now let's just reloading it, see how it goes. So they, it is definitely taking a little more time than it usually did. Now we'll go ahead and now it's still loading. So now we'll go ahead and perform our. So yeah, we can clearly see the number of requests that are being generated. So as we can see here, these are the number of requests, and here are our methods: UDP, TCP, or HTTP. And here is the bar from which we can select the timing, in how much time we need to transfer the packets. So yes. Now here we can select we need it to go faster, slower, or the timing can be varied. So yeah. So it took a lot of time. It's still loading. So from this we get to know that we were successful in performing the attack. So let me remove the annotations. Yes. Yes. Now we'll go ahead and perform the HTTP GET request. We'll select the method to be HTTP, then we'll run and we'll do the flooding. And here let's let the threads be 10 only. Now what we will see here is that all the details are mentioned, which is connections, number of connections, requests, downloads, and downloaded files, which are being transmitted to the machine of the victim, which is our website that we saw here. So yes, here is our website. Okay, I need to, yes, mouse. So we'll see just by loading it once again. So here we can see that website took a little while as the number of threads were small. So the website was the functioning, or it came back really fast. So now what we'll do is we'll again go back, as we stated earlier, that we can also increase or decrease the speed of the packet transferred. So now let's talk about LOIC. So LOIC, Attackers use LOIC to flood target system with junk TCP, UDP, and HTTP GET requests, as we just did in this example. However, a single LOIC user is unable to generate enough requests to significantly impact the target. For an attack to succeed, thousands of users must coordinate and simultaneously direct traffic to the same network. I'll stop here with our LOIC presentation. Now, when we are DOSing the system, we have two goals. Either want to overwhelm the server or confuse the server, or both. Now we'll go ahead and perform pinging or pinging attack. So for that, what we'll do, we'll try and ping some random IP address for which we'll use our command prompt here. So what we'll do, ping, and the IP random IP that we are selecting is 1.1.1.1. We'll press enter. Here we are pinging, and it will take a little while. So yeah, the command here we used is ping, then our IP address. So I don't know why it's taking a lot of time. So let's go ahead and perform this onto our Windows-based system. I'll just minimize it. Then I'll open my command prompt. Here we'll perform the ping attack. So ping 1.1.1.1. We'll press enter. So it's performing the ping attack. Request timeout. So request timeout, whenever we get request timeout, it means that that the packets are not transferred due to some kind of error and the packets are dropped. So yeah, so what Windows does is Windows just as we can clearly see that we are getting replies, and it stopped after receiving 4 replies, which is here. So because it only happens in Windows, because 4 pings are enough to know if an IP we are pinging on is up or not. And if we add a -t, then we can perform infinite number of pings onto that system. So let's do it. Ping 1.1.1.1. Then we'll just add /t and press enter. So this will what this will do is that it will perform infinite packets will be sent to the system until and unless we press Control-C. So yes. So we'll just end this by pressing Control-C. Now what we'll do is we learn what ping is. The ping command is completely harmless and is just used to check whether the IP address we are pinging is up or not. But the attacker takes advantage of the simple command to cause harm to a victim by increasing the frequency of the ping and increasing the size of the data packet. For increasing the size of the data packet, we'll just type the command ping, then our IP, which is 1.1.1.1, then our /L, and then our size of the packet we need to transfer. So let's say we are doing it 6,000. Then we'll press enter, and here the pinging is done with 6,000 bytes of data. So yes. So it's showing request timeout. Again, 4 packets were sent. Maximum number of packets that are sent is 4. So now what we'll do is we'll just add a /t to to send infinite number of packets. So what we'll do is we'll do ping then our IP 1.1.1.1, then our large packet size, so slash else, then space 6000 bytes of packet, then slash t to send infinite number of packets. So here we go again. So we can clearly see that infinite number of more than 4 number of packets have been already transferred. So yes, as we clearly see that the command ping and then our IP, then slash l and the length along with the slash t performs infinite packet transfer with large packet size. And the maximum length of data packet that can be sent is 64,000 bits of data packet. So now we'll see ping of death. Now, if I execute this command on several more terminal windows, then that will be called ping flood or ICMP flood or ping of death. So what is ping of death? The ping of death is a form of denial of service attack that occurs when an attacker crashes, destabilizes or freezes computers or services by targeting them with oversized data packets. This form of DOS attack typically targets and exploits legacy weaknesses that organizations may have patched. But this doesn't work anymore as it's very outdated. Now let's perform the attack. What we'll do is we'll again type the command ping 1.1.1.1 and slash l for the large packet size. 6000 is the size of a packet, and then we'll perform slash t to do it without terminating. Also, we'll just copy this for running it onto our more terminal. So we'll press home plus R for opening our new terminal. So we'll paste it. Okay. Now again we'll do home R enter enter enter. So as we can see that all these systems are running, all these we are running the command onto these many terminals. So this will be called ping of death. So what we did was we pressed home plus R, then we wrote the command as we can see, ping RIP, then slash L, then packet size, then slash T. So now if I execute, as we saw that now we are executing it in several windows together, then we are performing the ping of death attack or ICMP flood. So the attack takes advantage of the protocol on a tool that we all use. This ping command is very much common to get to check if the IP is up or not, because we can transfer data or perform attack only when the IP is on. So yeah, but the attacker may misuse it. That the problem with this attack is that it is really easy to defeat by just turning off our ICMP in our system or our server so that the server does not respond to the ping and you cannot attack me anymore as the ports are already blocked. So yeah, now we are done with our practical. Thank you so much. This was Rahul Grover and my enrollment number is PT19GCS153. And this is my college project. So thank you.